Hello, this is Joe Harris, and this is Just the Sales Tip Tuesday. So today we're going to talk about a very important topic, something that comes up inevitably in every salesperson's life, and that is dealing with issues or problems with your client. So inevitably, if you're in sales, there's going to be an issue or problem that comes up where the good or service just won't be delivered on time, or there's going to be an issue with it, or it's not be as promised. There's a lot of things that can happen that are out of your control as a salesperson, even though you did an amazing job, educating the client, building rapport, and setting expectations. Inevitably, manufacturing or fulfillment will make some kind of error or mistake, and you're going to have to talk to your client. It's in your best interest to talk to your client to update them and let them know the resolve. So let's talk about this. Let's break it down. There's 3 steps when you have an unresolved issue on how to handle these issues or mistakes with your clients. Number 1, and this is the most important one, this is what a lot of salespeople shy away from, is that you have to talk to your client and let them know what's going on. Not only talk to your client, but there's other involved parties. You got to let them know that, hey, look, we have an issue. A lot of people are afraid of this. They want to hope, wish, and pray that everything works out, and then you'll hit the delivery date, the closing date, whatever it is. So they just want to cower back and hide and not confront it head on, and that's a big mistake. Whenever there's issues at the last minute, the client always says, well, when did you know about it? And you can't lie to them and say, well, I just found out today, because they'll figure it out. So the first and most important step is let the client know, let all involved parties know that there is an issue. So you let them know that there's an issue, let them know what the issue is and how you and your team are working to resolve it. So that's the very first step. And look, the client might say, how did this happen? Why did this happen? You told me this wasn't going to happen. And when they start to do that, just say, listen, sir, I understand. Right now, my job is to figure out how to fix the issue. Afterwards, we'll go back and figure out how it happened. I'll give you a full report. But right now, let's just focus on getting the issue fixed and getting your product or service delivered as close to as promised as we possibly can. All right, number 2, you've already told them that there's an issue and you're working on it. Now, this is the most important, another important one. Everything's important. Promise to update them at regular times. Listen, sir, I'm going to update you today and every day by close of business at 5 p.m. on the issue and how the progress is working, or 12 noon, or 12 and 5, or 12, 1, 2, 3, depending on the urgency and the time frames. But you want to say, I'm going to update you every day until this is resolved, or every minute, or every hour, or every week, depending on the delivery times, until this is resolved. And as long as you deliver on that promise, you'll build the trust back that you lost by having an issue in the first place. All right. And finally, this is the final step. Continue to update them, like we said, until the issue is resolved, and then you can go back to normal updates. So really 3 steps. Number 1, let them know that there's an issue. Tell them what the issue is. Tell them what you're doing to resolve it. Number 2, let them know that you're going to update them regularly and like clockwork on a specific interval until the issue is resolved. And then number 3, deliver on your promise until the issue is resolved. Then go back and look at why it happened. You can do your after action reports and let the client know this is what happened, this is what we're doing to remedy it in the next time around. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this week's Just a Sales Tip Tuesday. If you have any issues, this is how you solve them. Thanks again. We'll talk to you soon.